Hey guys, it's Shamika Askew with the Law Office of Shamika Askew, located in Brandon, Florida, and also licensed to practice in the state of Michigan. So today is my just having an open and honest and vulnerable conversation with you all. Today is not a video about legal advice, so if you're looking for that today, I don't have it to give. Today is Saturday, August 13th, 2020, and it's probably almost close to 10 p.m. And if I'm honest with you, this week has been very challenging in my personal life. And not that anything is like going wrong, but it's more so kind of like a, hey God, did you forget about me? You know my thoughts, you know my desires, and you know you promised me some things, so just wanting to know if you forgot about me. In particular, you know, this dating world after you have a divorce, it at first is like, okay, let me see what the dating is like. You know, I haven't dated in years if you were married for a long time like I was. And then you date and it seems fun, and then after a while, if I'm honest, it gets old. It gets old because a lot of times people are not bringing them true selves, you know, to the date. They're not being open, they're not being honest what their intentions are. And then as a woman in particular, you know, if you say you want to be married and you want to have a child, you know, you can't say that, Lord forbid, right? Because that's just giving a man too much. So it's very tricky. It's like you have to walk on eggshells. At least that's how I feel as a woman. I feel like, you know, you can't use certain words. Like I have to say, or it was suggested that I say, hey, I'm looking for something long term. I mean, what the heck is the difference between long term and marriage? Like, it doesn't really make sense to me. So I'm just having one of those moments where I'm sick of dating. Dates are not difficult, I think, for most people, but intentional dating, I think, is what's probably most difficult, because if I'm honest, I think a lot of times people date, and although they're going on dates, they probably already know who it is that they desire, but for whatever reason, the person who they want either doesn't want them at the moment, or they're not ready, or whatever the case may be. So as you're going on dates, at least I have found, it's like people want the benefits of dating, but they don't want to actually be committed. And if you're a woman who has, you know, standards, and there are certain things that you won't do and you will put up with or you won't put up with, you know, you have to deal with that aspect of it too. So if you're out there and you're sick of dating and you're just trying to figure out, like, God, where are you? You know, what's going on? These are my desires. I will honestly have to say you're not alone. I saw a post today that a friend shared with me, and that post was about Judge Faith Jenkins, is I believe her name. She's a, you know, judge on TV, and I don't watch a lot of television, so if I screwed her name up, forgive me. But I saw that she was pregnant, and I saw that she's 44, and if I'm honest with you, that gave me a lot of hope, because if you're a professional woman like myself, and if you, for whatever reason, haven't had a child yet and you're in your late 30s, you know, you get tired of hearing people say, when are you going to have a child? Or you get tired of thinking that, will it ever happen, right? So for me, it was just very encouraging to see that, because obviously I will have a child later. So, and I wasn't planning on being vulnerable, but it's just difficult being an older woman, having that desire to have a child. And I know God hasn't forgotten about me, just like he hasn't forgotten about whoever else is in my same shoes. So hang in there. It will happen, even though it hasn't happened in the time in which we want it to. Just know you're not alone. I hope this encourages somebody, because this week has been a God, have you forgotten about me week. And I know he hasn't, so it's just a matter of timing. whatever your desire is. So hang in there. Again, Shamika T. Askew with the Law Office of Shamika T. Askew, located in Brandon, Florida.